Hey, volleyball fans, Coach Dennis here from Max Touch Volleyball. Today I'm going to continue with my Defensive Principles of Play series, and specifically today, protecting the net. You might know it as blocking. We have lots of information to cover, so let's get started. A couple of definitions. First of all, what are the principles of play? Well, they're like the foundation of your house. They are the building blocks on which your team is built. And if you are respecting and training these principles of play, then most likely your team is playing very efficiently. In terms of what defense is, I define it as simply keeping the ball off of your floor and possibly transitioning to attack the other side. By the end of this presentation, you'll know what protecting the net is, why you want to use it, and how to train it. So the first question is, what is protecting the net? Well, protecting the net is taking individual responsibility for the player that's in front of you and also the space that's surrounding you until you release and go and help somewhere else. When you do go up to protect the net, you want to occupy space, not only the space on your side of the net, but also penetrate over top of the net and take space away from the other team. You want to pressure the hitter by setting the biggest block possible. So if you look at this picture here, not only are these ladies spreading their fingers as much as possible to take away as much space as possible, they're also closing the block together. And by creating a triple block, they're allowing the hitter very little space to get through. Protecting the net is also the act of directing the ball somewhere specific into the backcourt. It's taking away high percentage shots. So if a player is a cross-court hitter and you take away that space, that could be protecting the net. And finally, protecting the net can be simply guiding the ball towards defenders in the back row by strategic blocking. So we're going to watch a video here, and you're going to see some very aggressive blocks. One of the possibilities, as you can just see there, is to score points. As you will see, she goes up, she penetrates, big fingers, and scores a point. You can also dictate what the other team's hitters are doing. So if you have a double or a triple block, you can funnel the ball and force them to hit where they don't want to. If you're not a tall blocker, you can still be very instrumental in helping by getting any finger hand on the ball, which slows it down, and we call that a soft block. And finally, another reason why you want to protect the net is to assist the back row defense by taking away space, and then they can go around you and cover spaces that are open. So how do we train protecting the net? Well, at Max Touch Volleyball, we believe that training should be game-like, and what we mean by that is it has reading, decision-making, scoring, and fun. We encourage you to mix up your sessions by incorporating small-sided, unequal team games, and 6v6 wash games. The game we're going to play today is called This or That, and this works for any two skills that go against each other. So in this case, blocking and hitting. So the only two ways that you can score in this or that is, in this version of this or that, is by blocking or tooling. And just by definition, tooling is when the block goes up and you purposely hit it off the hand to score. You can start the score anywhere you want. I suggest as high as possible, close to the end of a set, and you play to finish it. The teams stay in their rotation until somebody wins, and then that team rotates. That's called winning a small set. The team who rotates all 6 rotations first wins the game. And then one of the things that I like to use as a variation is that in order to end the game, there must be a multi-block. So it could be a double or a triple, whatever you think your team can handle. So in conclusion, I think we can see that it's very important that protecting the net should be a part of our principles of play because it is the first line of defense. And even if you don't score, it can still facilitate the back row's job of defending, which could lead to a point on transition for your team. If you train protecting the net by incorporating reading, decision-making, and the belief that you can do it, then most likely your team will see success and have a lot of fun doing it. So as we say at Max Touch Volleyball, the game is the best coach. So just get out there and play the game. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, leave us a comment or a question down below. We'll be happy to answer. Share it with a friend, or of course, click on that bell, and that way you'll be the first one to know the next time we put out new material. So until the next time, this is Coach Dennis saying, get out there and play the game.